Hello guys, and welcome back again to my YouTube channel. Today we want to talk about Tecno, Tecno company. So all of us here knows Tecno company, and one of one of the questions people keep asking me every day is that has Tecno stopped producing their phones? But honestly speaking, I can't tell you that because Tecno are still producing phones on daily basis. But one thing people need to understand is that Tecno is producing phones on daily basis, but Tecno is a company that prioritizing the population of of the environment where they want to go and unlike Samsung, iPhones, Google Pixel that usually go for people who knows the value of devices. Tecno produce their phone and make it affordable so that everybody can be able to buy their devices. That's why their phone is more popular, much more popular when you go to where the population of maybe people who are not actually financial buoyant, you see that almost everybody have Techno phones they are using, and their phone is not muchly expensive. So their feature they put in their phone, they don't do it in such a way that them in their own end it will be a loss, and you in the other end you can't be able to afford it. They make it in such a way that everybody can be able to buy their device and use. And I think as of today, their left still remaining Android 13. I think most of the Tecno in the market now is Android 13. So people have been asking why have they gone to upgraded to Android 14 or 15 and so on and so forth. Because to me, I think the last one they produced was about a year ago now. So people have been wondering, because most of the time, have you observed that if you go to market that you want to buy a Tecno phone, the only Android they will give you is Tecno Spark 30C or Tecno Camon 30. This is the two latest. That is the when I say latest, one of the at least strong phone they have so far in the market. And the reason why I think because up to now they haven't made any statement. They haven't said maybe this is the reason why. But from my own observation, I think they are trying to dodge themselves from certain things, because flagship, there's a lot of complaint coming in that some mobile phone company are copying from each other. You understand? So because if you look at maybe Tecno Spark 10 and you look at some of the Redmi, you see that most of them have almost the same similarity. So this flagship issue has, I think the thing is, is an issue that is going on. Maybe most of all the users, we are not actually aware of it, but maybe I think there's issue concerning a flagship, because I will create a design and you come and use my design to produce your own phone. So this issue, I think that's the reason why Tecno have not been able to produce more of their latest phone. Because if you look at Tecno Spark 30, when they produced Tecno Spark 30, the design to a lot of people was not good. It was awful. If you look at the way the camera was designed, some people didn't feel it's okay for the big company like Tecno to give them such kind of design. But it came out that way. I think they are also learning from the reaction from the people who have used these devices. Because people complain the design was not appealing. So they are trying to see how they can adjust, because in this technology market, competition matters a lot. BlackBerry company, Nokia, there are other company we used to hear before which are no longer existing. This is one of the, I know this problem might not be the same, but almost the same similar issue, because when you are not trying to tend to what is going on in the present era, in the present how do I even put, in the present trend, what is trending, you will see that before you know it, you will start to lose your customers. And once you start losing your customer, then that is bye bye for your company, because your company will be going down. And what is happening now, especially in Tecno, I think they have to buckle up themselves. They have to employ more innovators. They have to put more innovation in place to make sure they keep the trend rolling. If not, before they will know it, that they will start losing them, because there are other companies now which are doing well. like Redmi now, even though there is no, if you ask me, I would say there is no any difference between Redmi and Tecno, but people now, you know people now we choose we choose Redmi over Tecno, because Redmi have shown that yes, it can, do some of the things that people want, and they have actually make sure that some of their they have actually make sure that their devices, you can get their pass in the market. So when you go to market, you can be able to buy Redmi pass. Before, it was not so. That's what Tecno used to steal the market when they came out, because when they produce their device, they produce the parts of their devices, and so that when the phone got damaged, you can be able to buy either the screen, the downboard, whatever. You can go to the market and buy them. So some of the device which we don't use, especially in Nigeria here, is because the companies don't produce the parts of those devices. So when they spoil, you see that you just go around, at the end of the day, you will not see the parts. Maybe when the screen got damaged, they will tell you have to, go overseas or go to, use stress. So people don't want to go to the device. But since Redmi have begun to produce the parts of their phone, you see that most people now will prefer to buy Redmi phone. Most people now will prefer to buy Redmi phone over Tecno, Itel, and Infinix. Yeah, so Infinix, they are doing well, but when you talk of Android in the Transhet company, I think Tecno comes first before Infinix and Itel, because these three companies, they are under Transhet. I know a lot of us know it. Tecno, Infinix, and Itel, they all come from Transhet company. So in the Transhet company, I think their number one phone there is Tecno. So before Infinix and then Itel. So that is just the my opinion as regard to, because people have been asking me, why is it that they don't, they went to market and it's only just one design of Tecno, they just showed them, and I told them, I don't know honestly, but Tecno haven't made any official statements as regarding to that. It has been very, very long since Tecno produced their device, and I don't think it's a good thing for the company, because before you know it, now they will start to lose their customers. That's just the truth. They will begin to lose their customer and let other company, because this is a very competitive technology market, is a very competitive place. Before you know it, now some company will just try and take advantage of what is happening in Tecno company. They will produce their device, throw it in the market, and people will rush it, and by doing so, Tecno will start going down. So I will advise Tecno to do what they have to do to make sure they sustain the trend. They fit into the trend, what is happening, because people now prefer to buy iPhone. But the only advantage Tecno has over other devices, like Tecno has over iPhone, Infinix, iPhone, Samsung, Google Pixel, and all these bigger companies, because Tecno, like I said earlier, they target the poor people. That's their aim. They don't target people who are at the wealthy people. No. They don't produce their phone for wealthy people. They produce their phone for the poor. That's why you will see a very mighty phone. The highest you can buy it is $80. That's $80. Some you can buy at the rate of even $6, $60, some $20. As huge as the phone is. So because they don't target the bigger people, they target the low class population. The population is what they target at, and that's why you go to poor countries, poor environment, you see that almost everybody in that environment is using Tecno. Yeah, that's their target. And if they don't keep the, and that they have been making a lot of money, because I think about 2020 they announced one of their highest profits they made in the market. I think so, something like that. But I'll still make a research on that. So they have been making a lot of money from that, because they take that advantage, and why iPhone are mostly, looking at to give their device the best standard, the world best standard. Tecno, in the other hand, is targeting the poor population, the poorer population, because they know this kind of people cannot be able to afford iPhone. This kind of people cannot be able to afford Samsung. This kind of people cannot be able to afford Google Pixel, even though they have almost the same similarities. You can use the same Samsung, you the Tecno, to do what some Samsung can be able to do for you. Yes, but when it comes to international standard, Tecno is, cannot go near to these devices. You understand? Tecno cannot go near to this Samsung and the rest. So they cannot go there. So because they didn't meet the international, because I think if not for Indian and some part of poorer foreign country, I think Africa is the highest people that are using Tecno phones. If you check the statistic very well, Africans are the highest country that are using Tecno phone. So my advice to them is that they should keep the trend going on so that they will not leave the market, because any company now can take advantage of what is happening. Yes, any other company now can take advantage of what is happening. So I think everybody here have understand why Tecno haven't produced their latest Android for over a year now. So that is just it, and we'll keep talking about it. So if we have to let's make some discussion. If you have anything you want to add up, you can use the comment section. I'll be there to let us chat and see how, you know. But all I know is that Tecno should try their best to, keep the market trend. So thank you very much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.